Seowoon took the spoon out from the wall. A small smile appeared on his face as he thought to himself, "Nice." The fact that martial arts books existed in this place led him to believe that there must also be magic books. Regardless, he was now certain that Cloyd's survival and loyal ground were from the same game. Determined to explore every corner, Seowoon decided to search the entire area before relocating. Night had already fallen while he was still farming, and now he needed to quickly find a place to hide. His eyes widened when he noticed that only one house had a light on. The fact that the light is on can only mean two things, he whispered to himself. Either there's a rare item hidden inside, or someone's already there. Cautiously, Seowoon slowly entered the house. He wasn't sure how many players had landed near him, but if someone was inside, they would either be a complete newbie or a seasoned pro. The first floor was silent. He didn't hear anything. Sweat began to form on his face as he thought, are they hiding on the second floor? Even so, he had his weapon and Black Star chi palms. He was confident. Pro or not, he could handle it. He started walking up the stairs slowly, readying his crossbow as he took aim. But what he saw next confused him. A lantern, glowing gently. Is this a trap? He wondered, noticing a nearby room. Seowoon kicked the door open and entered, only to find it empty. Letting out a deep sigh, he dropped to his knees and muttered, I just put on a show all by myself. Relieved, he caught his breath. While rummaging through the room, he opened a drawer and discovered a ring. Picking it up, he muttered, Is this an item too? A window popped up in front of him, showing the stats. Ring of Strength plus 20. Increases user's strength by 20 when equipped. Just by wearing the ring, he became stronger. Seowoon immediately slipped it onto his finger, and the ring began to glow. His body felt noticeably lighter. He could barely feel the weight of his crossbow anymore. Confused, Seowoon opened his status screen. A transparent interface appeared in front of him. His stats were still pathetic, and his class was listed as martial artist, likely because he had learned a martial art. Still, he grinned. This ring is pretty cool. Compared to when I started with nothing. Heading back to the first floor, he decided to take a better look around. That's when he found another ring. This one had a different description. Ring of subspace storage. Allows user to store and retrieve items using a mental command. To store an item, hold it and think the word subspace. To retrieve, touch the ring with the opposite hand while thinking of the item. Note: if subspace is full, no more items can be stored. Seowoon wore the ring, and another window appeared confirming the effect. He tested it. Is this like an inventory system? He muttered. He said the word subspace, and a strange glowing space opened up in front of him. Though the sensation was bizarre, it was a relief. He didn't have to carry everything anymore. He put his crossbow into the subspace and grinned. It'd be so convenient to have this in real life. He began to wonder. What if I could bring items back to the real world? As he looked through the interface again, he was sure there had to be a kill log. Eventually, he found it. Only one player had been eliminated so far. He originally wanted to farm until only 90 players were left. And with the luck he'd had, that plan seemed possible. He had managed to search houses and gather lots of consumables, along with hidden weapons to combine with his Black Star chi palms. Now he was debating whether to move or stay until daylight. The strong players he had seen in the waiting room were surely prowling through the night. At his current level, he didn't stand a chance in a direct confrontation. But if he hid and made it into the top 10, he could earn more points like today. Looking out the window, he muttered, There'll be fewer people out at night anyway. He decided to explore one more location before sunrise. Oddly enough, even though he had been moving constantly, he didn't feel tired at all. However, he did feel hungry and thirsty. Maybe Cloyd's survival is closer to real life than I thought, he said quietly. He hadn't seen any food so far, but he remained hopeful. Surely there's food in the city, right? According to the map, it should be nearby. But there were no houses in sight. Suddenly, a howl pierced the silence. Seowoon froze in shock. A wolf? The sound grew louder. He instinctively ran to hide, ducking behind a nearby tree. Sweat poured down his face as he peeked around the trunk. A massive wolf appeared. "It's a werewolf," he breathed. Without warning, the beast lunged, smashing its claw at him. Seowoon barely dodged the blow as the tree behind him splintered. Another wolf had spotted him now. "This is a PvP game. I didn't think there'd be monsters," he cursed. "If I had known, I would have just stayed put." Seowoon ran for his life. He spotted a house and rushed inside, slamming the door shut behind him. His breathing was heavy, heart pounding in his ears. The sound of the wolves hadn't stopped. They were right outside. Peeking out the window, he saw multiple wolves sniffing around, clearly tracking his scent. Seowoon gripped his crossbow tightly and prepared for the first strike. He aimed carefully and fired at one of the wolves. The arrow burned on impact. Thanks to the ring, he could now fire with one hand. But another wolf had already spotted him, and it was charging. Its claw slammed into the door, breaking part of it, and a gash opened on Seowoon's face. He tried to run, but the wolf blocked his path. He fired another arrow, but the beast caught it midair with one paw. Seowoon staggered back. The wolf leapt at him. "Is this how I'm going to be eliminated?" he thought in panic. "No, not yet!" he shouted. In desperation, he opened his subspace and pulled out the spoon. Channeling Black Star Chi palms, he struck the wolf head-on. The energy surged through him, enhancing his strength. With one powerful blow, he killed the beast. "I can't afford to lose to a mere underling," he muttered.